Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Beyond measure.
I'm gonna show you how great I am. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. I'm gonna show you how great I am. Only last week I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
What is happening, everyone? Cheers. Happy Thursday to everybody. We're almost to Friday. Fun Friday tomorrow. Gonna have some fun here at 8 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Bring your gifts. Bring your memes. Bring your funny videos. Leave your trolling at the door. Okay. Let's hop right in here. Shameless plugs. If you want the glass I was just drinking out of, or you want this awesome t-shirt, go to jds2cents.com. Find it all there and more, including my Bager cup, my tip jar. Let's see, why is my icon not on? It was on earlier. Tonight, Third Amendment to the Constitution. I said that I was going to hop right into Declaration of Independence after the Bill of Rights, but I think an even better way to do this would be to hop into Marxism, how it works, how it goes after our fundamental rights that are in the Bill of Rights, which are not just the United States rights, it's every human being's rights are enshrined in the Bill of Rights of the U.S. Constitution. And how Marxism seeks to fundamentally tear down those fundamental rights because it's important to be part of the collective or the hive. So we'll go into that after we wrap up the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, also known as the Bill of Rights. So without further ado, let's hop into it. See my loyal D-livers here. Cheers. My mute D-liver. Happy to have you here, though. Thanks for watching. Okay. Hop on over here. Back over here. Perfect. Hey, I did it right for once. I think I'm getting the hang of this. Knock on wood. So it sounded like wood. Oh my gosh. I have a soft spot in my cranium. Anyways. Sorry guys, didn't brush my hair before I aired tonight. Doesn't look terrible. I had to move my Starlink dish because I moved to a different RV campsite and I thought I had it decent. It was decent yesterday, but it was pretty obscured, so I got a little more blue sky now, which will definitely help with live streaming, because with live streaming it's all about the upload speed, not the download speed. Actually, it's about both. You need to have both way up there. So I'm getting better speeds now. Don't have any drops. Knock on wood again. Okay. Let's get after it. Third Amendment. No soldier shall, in time of peace, be quartered in any house. So it's important here to hinge on this. So no soldier, which is a government military agent. I was in the Marine Corps 5 years, so I'll just use myself as an example. I, during a time of peace, have no right to quarter myself in someone's dwelling without their consent. Okay? Unless I have the consent of the owner, which I just said. Nor in time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law. So what is that saying? First part, pretty basic. If it's peacetime, war has not been declared by Congress, by the way. All these wars that we hear about, the last declared war, I believe, was World War II. That was the last time Congress declared war. That's that famous speech you see with FDR going and fear not, or what did he say? The only thing to fear is fear itself. That speech. He was presenting his appeal to Congress, the joint body of Congress, the House and the Senate, saying we need to go to war. We were just attacked by Japan in Hawaii. And they passed it sweepingly. Said, yep, we're in the war now. And the rest is history. You know, if the U.S. wouldn't have entered that war, we might be speaking German now, or Japanese, or both. Not even be here, probably. The vast majority of us. Think about that. So cheers to you, brave of the greatest generation that fought and preserved our freedoms. Heroes, all of you. I think there's only a few World War II veterans left alive right now. And it's crazy that they are. Like, you can still, it's living history. It's nuts. Anyways, I digress. No soldier shall, in time of peace, be quartered in any house. So, unless war is actually declared by Congress, is the point I was making. It's not all these little proxy wars we get into. They're not even wars in the legal sense of the word. They are wars. People are dying. People are getting killed. It's sad. It's tragic. It's even more tragic that we shouldn't even be there in the first place. That's a whole nother, not just one episode, many episodes that I want to get to eventually. But again, if it's a legal act of Congress under our Constitution, that's a war. And the last time we did that, I'm pretty sure it was World War II. Even the Vietnam War was not a war that was sanctioned by Congress. It was just, now we're just going to go along with what the president's doing, basically. I could be wrong about that. If I am, correct me. I'll be the first to air it. Air my error. A-I-R, my E-E-O-R. How do you spell it? Anyways. So we get what it's saying. In time of peace, and again, these are my 2 cents. If you're a Constitution nerd, right here, click on this button. Give you the whole little breakdown of what experts think, not just my 2 cents. Not my layman 2 cents. And what do you think? More importantly, what do you think? Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the comments if you come across this video later. The X space is open. Even though I am still in Twitter jail for 3 more days. Count down the days. So, that's the peace part. Now, if it is in a war, they go further. So, if war is declared, you as a soldier or Marine like I was, now you don't have a right to quarter yourself in a citizen's house. Unless it's specifically prescribed by laws passed by Congress. So God forbid we have another civil war breakout, a hot civil war in this country. We've been in a cold civil war for a while now. We have a hot civil war breakout, a new one, and Congress declares war on whoever the rebels are. Okay? The rebels they're going to do what they want at that point, because they are recognizing that they're no longer falling under United States law. The U.S. soldiers, Marines, sailors, and airmen, unless they get specific laws passed by Congress during that Civil War saying, yes, you can quarter yourselves in the houses of citizens in this country, they cannot. So does that make sense? So in a time of peace, you can never do it. In a time of war, a soldier can only quarter themselves in your house if it is condoned by Congress beyond just the Congress saying we have declared war. They have to go further, and they have to say, and quarter all U.S. soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines in your homes if it's necessary. So what is this protecting against? It's protecting against the government coming in and to your personal space. It's protecting your personal space. Because that's the core of liberty and freedom, is privacy. You can't just come in as the government. And where are we seeing this just totally violated today? In the electronics, phones, iPads, tablets, your computer, whether it be PC or Mac. It's why I cover up my webcam, because you guys have seen that a couple times. I had this, I'm like, oh shit, take it off. I forgot to take the tape off my camera. Because the NSA has been caught mass surveilling United States citizens. The whole Edward Snowden thing, which I need to do some episodes on. Do I have anything to hide? Not really. But I don't want the government seeing my naked body in my personal space, doing what I do in my personal space. That's my personal space. It's your personal space on your end. Don't take your phone into your bedroom. Especially if you're doing the dirty. You know what I mean? Like, people are watching. They're listening. Whether you like it or not. That's just reality. Even after Snowden. The deep state doesn't give a fuck about your rights. They think they're little mini gods. They really do. They really do. They have this deity complex that just blows the mind. But it doesn't really. I mean, you give someone absolute power, what are they going to do? Abuse it absolutely. Of course they are. Could I sit here and say, well, if I was given absolute power, would I not abuse it? No, I couldn't. I couldn't with a straight face. I'm not saying I would. I'm just saying I don't know if I would or not. Can you honestly say you wouldn't if you were given absolute power over humanity? Interesting question for introspective, right? So yeah, I think we beat the Third Amendment to death. This is to protect your privacy. The Fourth Amendment goes even deeper with it, with being secure in your possessions and all of that. But pretty basic, pretty straightforward. It looks like I lost my X space. It dropped. So I'm not going to open another one just because I'm being lazy. So if anyone is out there that was planning on being in the X space, just call in. It's easier. Your number's safe with me. You can also *67 ahead of your number will screen your like I won't be able to see your number. I'll still answer. Okay. So if you're concerned about that, *67 720-72 cents. That's 720-722-3687. So just remember that, *67. I won't be able to see your number if that's what you're worried about, and no one else will either. Because I did have a little foo bar the other night where I had selected the wrong thing on OBS, and it was showing my call history. So if anyone noticed that, I actually need to go back and scrub that. I really do. I'm just going to make a quick note, actually, guys, to do that because it's important. I don't want to dox anyone here. The only person that would be doxed at this point is myself and my grandmother on my mom's side, and I'm not worried about myself. I am worried about her. I would hate for her to get doxed. That would be bad. So, scrub ops is what I'll put. Okay, so anyways, just know I'm not going to make that mistake again. I promise. So your numbers will never show up on screen here. And again, if you don't want me having your number, just *67 ahead of 720-72 cents. about halfway in, so I'm just going to jump into the X feed and the news for the day. Get rid of this guy. And some walls. Again, you can chat in too. YouTube, DLive, Rumble. X isn't broadcasting right now, even though it says it's connected. So I'm in jail, motherfuckers. Where's the Rumble chat? There it is. Okay. Oh, and that reminds me too, I forgot to switch my voicemail back. I do use this number for personal things at times. So I don't want the 2 cents voicemail coming up there. Anyways, you guys don't care. Whatever. Give me a sec. I gotta just switch this over. There it is. Set this active. Okay. So I won't be answering calls until the bottom half of the hour, but you can leave a voicemail. You can also text in at any time. Okay? Okay. So, Tim Walz. I'm sure you guys probably heard about this knucklehead a lot in the news lately if you've been following it.
Our campaign, this campaign, is not just about us versus Donald Trump. It's bigger than that. It is about two very different visions for the future of our nation. One,
I'll agree with that. It is about two very different visions for the future of our country. One being communism, this cackling communist, and her sidekick, mini commie, mini Marxist, little Tim Walz, Tampon Tim. Okay? If you want to have a communist country, vote for these fucking idiots.
ours focused on the future, and the other focused on the past. And Michigan, we...
What a stupid comment. So they're attacking Trump's age there. They're attacking that he wants to bring America back to its former glory because they've been trying to tear it down for ever since Obama now. And I'd go back even further. The neocons, the Bushes, they're just that. They're globalists. They're scumbags. They're puke. The Clintons, who was before Bush, before the Clintons, and then Ronald Reagan. So Ronald Reagan was the last really good, legit president we had. Ever since then, it's been a bunch of neocon rhino scum and a bunch of commie-crat bastards like this. Fuck you guys. Eat shit.
We here fight for the future. We fight for the future.
What she won't say is a future of communism. These people behind her have no idea what she's saying. They're just plugged into the hive, that hive mind. Let me eject my brain, and I will follow you because you're the next coming of Jesus Christ, Kamala Harris. It's disgusting. If these people knew what she really planned for them, if they would watch tapes from Venezuela and watch or read history books on what communism has done in the past, the most egregious being Stalin in Russia and Mao, where millions of people were slaughtered. That's communism. That's what communism ultimately leads to. Why? Because as human beings, as individuals, we are depraved sinners. Whether you are religious, spiritual, or not, I don't care. That's the reality. That's the truth that you need to hear. We all are. It's a level playing field. I don't care if you're rich, poor, white, black, green, purple, yellow. Doesn't matter. We're all depraved sinners, and we do bad shit because we're human beings. And dovetailing back to that absolute power thing, that's why I can't sit here and say, if I was given absolute power over humanity, you don't think I would exercise that? You would exercise it too, if you're being completely honest with yourself. You would too. The people you don't like, you're not going to go after them? Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. It's only by the grace of God, His Holy Spirit, getting a little preachy here, I don't care. It's the truth. That humankind hasn't completely annihilated itself. Because without God's providence, holding it all together, and gently directing our course, we would have made humanity extinct of our own hands a long time ago. A long time ago. So, with that, I will be doing episodes on my spirituality, my religion, what I believe, my theology, my doctrine that I follow. Those are for future episodes. So I'll get back to the news. But she's tapping into it here, so that's what I wanted to comment on. You don't have to agree with me. I'm not saying you do. Don't go running with your tail between your legs. Be an adult. Have a conversation with me. Debate me. Challenge me. That's how we learn. That's how we grow.
We fight for a future where every worker has the freedom to join a union.
Every worker has freedom to join a union. Communism, again. Do we have unions in this country? Yes. I'm on the fence with unions. I think unions can be a good thing at times. I think they can be a really bad thing at times. Again, I'm a pilot, commercial certified pilot, flight instructor, all that. I know the industry. The last job I held was one of the very few, if not the only, airline out there that did not have a union. Oh no, there's one other, and that is SkyWest. So SkyWest seems to be doing well. They do really well, actually. And they've been around a long time. But the reason that pilots have unions everywhere else is because pilots were getting ramrodded up the ass, being overworked and underpaid, which is a bad combination if you're flying a hunk of steel at 700 miles per hour over everyone's heads. So in that context, in that industry, I think unions are a great thing because it allowed the pilots to get together and say, hey, we're not going to, you depend on us. We're the stars here, and we'll stop the show if you keep treating us like shit. Okay, so it's necessary in that industry. In other industries, it's completely pointless. Food for Less is part of that's Kroger, I believe. They're all unionized. I had no idea. And you walk in, like, Food for Less is awesome because you get cheap food and all that, but how should I put this? If you're in an entry-level job, which is working as a teller at Food for Less, that's an entry-level job. And there's a lot of older people that work. I'm not knocking that. If you're content working an entry-level job your whole life, that's fine. It's all about what makes you happy, how you live your life, whatever. It's fine. The point I'm making, you shouldn't be part of a union or work at Food for Less at an entry-level job. It's like a fast food worker being part of a union, which in California, that's where it's headed. They just gave all fast food workers here a raise to $20 an hour when the rest of the minimum wage in California is $16, I think. For a high schooler's job. Like your first job. You're going to make $20 an hour. There's so many things wrong with that. I'm not going to go into it. I think you know what I would say. It's going to create a lot of obese people that work there their whole lives. I'll tell you that much. That's just one of the problems. One of them. And now they're demanding $24. You give a mouse a cookie, man. What's he going to ask for? Glass of fucking milk. Or beer. So anyways. Yeah, I'm on the fence with unions. I think they can serve their purposes. Going back to the video, though. That's all communism. It's one big union. You work for the state. And guess what the state is? All the fat cats at the top. The very few. We're talking hundreds, maybe thousands of people at the very most. While the rest of the millions of people of a country starve and suffer and work and break their backs to literally to an early grave so that the fat cats on top can glean all the power, all the money, all the good food, everything we enjoy in this wonderful country called the United States as a whole. I think everyone here that watches this video can say, I've tasted lobster, I've tasted steak, I've had beer, I've had spirits. I've enjoyed, what I'm saying is, you've enjoyed the finer things of life here and there in your life. And it's quickly going away. We all can see that now. I mean, I struggle to make ends meet like everyone else. I'm not going to sit here and just cry about it. What's the point? But we got to do something about it, is the point. We got to stop this madness. Because we're already halfway there, guys. We are not a constitutional republic and haven't been for a long time. We are a quasi-constitutional republic / communist country. Where more and more, the further we slide left, more and more of our individual freedoms are stripped away. We have to work harder and longer just to make ends meet. All the while, our food and gas prices are increasing, so then we have to work all the more harder. Our taxes are increasing, have to work all the more harder. That's communism. Okay? That's where we're headed. So if you want that, vote for this fucking clown. Is your life harder today than it was 10 years ago? All those people in the background, ask yourselves that. Is your life better than it was 10 years ago under Obama? If you sit there and go, yeah, oh, you're an idiot. You're a fucking moron. You're just a straight up liar and a hypocrite. A hive mind, eject my brain. Oh, of course it's better. No, it's not. No one can say that and not be lying. With that, I'm about to come up on time. Looks like I got a couple more viewers here. Hey guys, thanks for I have 2 viewers on X. How is that even possible? I'm in jail. How are you guys even watching? Awesome. Maybe I was taken out of jail while I was live. That'd be cool. Let me go check. Let's wrap up this video. I'll wrap up the episode. You know what? It's too long. Like a minute 40. Yeah. I mean, 39 seconds I unpacked into like 15 minutes. So we'd be here all night. Anyways, I'm opening up the phone lines now. If you want to share your 2 cents, please call in. Again, if you don't want me to have your number, just *67 ahead of 720-72 cents, 720-722-3687. You can chat in. Chat's on X, DLive, YouTube, and Rumble. So I will hang out for just a couple minutes, guys. If I don't get any engagement, I'll wrap it up. But while I'm waiting, I want to see if I got taken out of Twitter jail. How am I getting people? Oh, it says your account's locked still. Let me try to give a like or something. Yeah, see? 3 days and 1 hour still. How am I getting people watching on that? It's so weird. I mean, I'm glad I am. I'm glad you guys are here. It's just so weird. I'm in jail, but I guess you got a visitation card to see me behind bars. Cool. Hey, the GOP posted something? Oh my god, I literally can't stop laughing at this post. Krasenstein, idiot. Should we tell them? President Trump and the GOP have the momentum. I'd say that's true, dude. So, you just got your hive mind up your hive ass. Da, da, da. Well, I'm not getting any calls. I'm not getting any chats. Again, the 3 people that were here or are here, thank you for being here. Thanks for everyone that comes across this video. What I always want to wrap up with is uplifting stuff. Just remember, 99% of the things you worry about will never happen, so enjoy the present moment, enjoy your life right now. That doesn't mean be a little cuck coward hiding behind your computer. Get out there, engage with people, start fighting back, but enjoy your life, okay? Stop worrying, stop being afraid. That's why there's so many cowards out there these days, is because we think all our worst nightmares are going to come true. Quit believing what all these politicians are telling you, whether it be from the right or the left. Just live your life, and don't just live it, but live it courageously, okay? Start standing up. Start getting out there, doing what you can to get our country back and wrest it from the hands of these commie crap bastards that are trying to take everything from you. They're evil, they're sick, and they're twisted, and it's time we put an end to it. Hug your family, hug your pets, enjoy a beer.